From the Northeast Georgia Business RadioX studio, this is Northeast Georgia Business Radio. Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Northeast Georgia Business Radio. I'm your host, Tom Sheldon. And yeah, we're coming to you live from the beautiful Empower College and Career Center of Jackson County. I have with me today the founder of C.A.L.M, Conscious Awareness and Liberation Model, Lisa Lacy. Lisa, welcome to the Northeast Studio.
Hey, welcome. It's so good to be here. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. Glad to connect with you.
Pinning you down, young lady, is hard.
I'm a busy woman.
You are. You're hustling in a good way.
Yeah, I'm grinding.
Grinding. Is that better than hustling?
I think hustling and grinding are kind of the same thing.
As long as
you're doing it. As long as you're doing it.
I'm old, though, so, I don't know. Man, I don't know. What are you up to these days? What are you not up to these days? It'd be a much quicker story.
It would be. Growing a business, a huge business. We've grown exponentially fast, especially since November of 2024. We've rebranded as C.A.L.M, Conscious Awareness and Liberation Model. We were working under IRTA, Emotional Intelligence for Recovery from Trauma and Addiction. We've got our program in recovery centers across the state of Georgia, helping people recover, increasing emotional regulation in the entire facility, keeping people in there longer, and then people are having more long-term prognosis in terms of their recovery. So what we've done is use C.A.L.M as kind of the umbrella for all of our frameworks. So now we're available not only for recovery centers, but for hospital centers to address the crisis that's happening in the helping professions right now.
Wow, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
Seriously. You are a trauma-informed coach.
Yes.
Did I get that right?
You got it perfect.
I hate to admit this, but it is true. I really don't know what that means.
That means I come from a trauma-informed perspective in terms of coaching, making the assumption that somebody is coming to me with probably complex post-traumatic stress disorder.
Okay.
And so I'm going to approach them in a different way. I'm going to approach them by offering a lot of external validation of feelings. I'm going to approach them by holding space. I'm going to coach them in a different way. It's just like trauma-informed martial arts. I volunteer trauma-informed martial arts at domestic violence shelters. It's the same way. We approach it assuming that people have been victims of SA and are going to have difficulty with the touching, with some of the moves. And so we let them know it's okay to step off the mat. It's okay to stop. We do a lot of grounding work. We do a lot of embodiment work. You know, Tom, trauma thrivers are very disconnected from their bodies. And so a lot of the work we do is around neural reprocessing, but also getting back into your body so that it feels like a safe space to be.
When you say trauma, physical trauma, emotional trauma?
All of it.
A lot of trauma.
We've all gone through it.
Oh, yeah. Different stuff.
Every human.
Yeah.
Every human. But for some of us, it affects us differently.
Oh, I imagine everybody, yeah.
Yeah. I always tell this story that I came up with as an analogy. You have two little girls. They go grab ice cream on a Sunday. Beautiful Sunday. Sun is out. Little girls grab their ice cream from their dads. They're hanging out with their dads on a Sunday. Both little girls drop their ice cream. One little girl never thinks about it again. The other little girl is still talking about it 10 years later with people going, shut the heck up over the ice cream already. Here's the difference. One little girl that never thought about it again got to go every Sunday to have ice cream with her dad, so it became nothing to her. The other little girl, it was the last time she saw her dad.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You know?
I can see that.
So we're affected differently. You've got your big traumas, you've got your little traumas, but we've all been affected by trauma, but for some of us, we get stuck in it. And we need a little extra support to get out of it. And it's all about nervous system regulation. We're dealing with alpha waves, delta waves, beta waves, gamma waves. We're dealing with oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, adrenaline, cortisol. We're talking about not only brain waves, but we're talking about chemical imbalances that happen because of trauma. Trauma changes the mechanics of our brain.
I believe that. How in the world, okay, two-part question. One, how in the world did you get involved with this? This is not common, for me anyway.
Yeah.
Or is it common?
I don't think it's common.
Okay.
This is cutting edge stuff
Okay.
that we're doing.
Okay.
It's cutting edge stuff that
So
I've
I
created.
don't feel so bad not knowing anything about this.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
You're good.
I'm
You're
learning.
good.
I'm learning.
You're like everybody else in the world. This is cutting edge stuff that I've developed. I am in recovery myself. I am celebrating 6 years clean, or seven in February.
Congratulations.
Years clean from addiction. Thank
Very
you.
cool. Very cool.
In addition to being 7 years in recovery from full-blown mental health psychosis, I went into a full-blown mental health psychosis that was so detrimental and devastating that my prognosis for recovery was poor to none due to lack of familial and communal support. That means they counted me out. They said I was never
were
going to
done
get
with
out.
you.
Yep.
Wow.
And look at me now.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm here too. I'm helping a lot of people.
So what flipped the switch? You went from forget about it to, well, you're here.
Yeah, well, what I did was everything I was told. If they told me a therapy would work, I did it. I spent over $200,000 and 15,000 hours in session, DBT, CBT, neurofeedback, brain mapping, psychiatry for highly sensitive people, talk therapy, walk therapy, EMDR, you name it, I did it. But Tom, I was still feeling like crap. I was still waking up like I have no meaning.
Physically.
Yeah,
Physically or
mentally.
mentally. Okay,
And
mentally.
eventually trauma can become physical too.
Oh, of course it can.
Yeah. It can make us very, very sick. Chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, autoimmune disorders. A lot of trauma gets stuck in our bodies. It's in our cells. It's on a cellular level. So we have to learn how to release it. So I went on a 10-year journey to find the answer for myself. And it wasn't just one thing that worked for me. I had to create my own little toolkit. Took a little of this, a little of that, left that, took all of that. And voila, now we have a model that is getting rave reviews from people in terms of helping. And here's the thing about it. You don't have to talk about your trauma in this model.
Really?
Yeah. You don't have to relive it.
I would think that would be part of it, though.
It's not. Some of my clients, we work with sound therapy, we work with eye movement, body movement, and visualization to move the trauma out of the body. That's one part of the program that we do. But some of my clients, I don't even know what they've moved, but they're like, the vision is now completely different. The memory is gone. The flashback is gone. That feeling doesn't feel so heavy. Crazy cool results.
Well, you seem serious about it.
I am serious about my work, my friend.
Nice.
I think there are a lot of people out there who are emotionally suffering needlessly.
Is it fair to ask the question, do they realize it?
I don't think some people do.
How about that? That's just the way life is.
Yeah.
They just think that's the normal.
Yeah.
It's like growing up in that household that may not be so great, not realizing that it's not so great because you think that everyone's house is like that.
Yeah.
I can
And
see
you
that.
don't know until you go somewhere else.
Right.
I mean, some of my clients are 40, 50, 60 years old just getting into this trauma recovery work.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But now those generations, I fall into that generation. Wow, those generations.
He's talking about yourself now.
I am. When we were much younger, I am talking about myself. When we were much younger, though, it was get over it.
Oh, suck it up.
Yeah.
Toughen up. That's what I was raised in.
Don't
the
be a
swamps of
something,
Louisiana.
something, you know?
Yep. I was raised in the swamps of Louisiana, and if you did not confront conflict head on with physical violence, you were called something.
I grew up in the swamps of Lilburn. Let me tell you, you survived at age 10. You did.
Exactly.
Call it what it is. Hey, all my Lilburn people are like, yeah, he's right. We did. That's pretty cool. So you've developed this on your own.
Yeah, I created
A lot of trial and error, I would imagine.
A lot of trial and error, a lot of people willing to be my experiment and go through it with me and fine tune it and let me know what works and what doesn't. But I think by combining emotional intelligence, nervous system regulation, and trauma reprocessing, we're covering all the bases. And then what we do, once we work with people to get them to a place where they feel confident and worthy, we develop curriculum around their passion project, whether that's an art installation or wanting to write the book they never did
Something
or start
they're
the
going
business.
to physically do.
Yes.
I got you.
Yes.
A true project.
A true project. Their passion project. The thing that they haven't done because they've been held back because of their limiting beliefs.
Right.
They've told themselves they're not worthy, they can't do it, they're too old, it's too late. And so we start on that, but we work on them first.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
People in high pressure situations. Right off the top of my head, a first responder, someone like that, or someone who is bet the farm, quote unquote, right? Mortgage the farm. You work with people like that?
I do. I do. There's a need right now because there is an epidemic of suicide in the helping professions.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, nobody in the business is talking about it. Now, my bread and butter for 30 years was corporate healthcare education. I was educating physicians. So I saw firsthand what happens when the grind, the hustle gets to them. The seeing us humans at our worst, right?
Oh, yeah.
The wanting to help.
High pressure every day.
Yes.
Multiple times a day.
Yes, the not being able to help, the losing people. I mean, all of this takes a toll, but nobody's talking about it.
No.
And so that's why we created this workshop to help give first responders, nurses, medical professionals, EMTs, firefighters, police officers, therapists, veterans, some tools and a safe place to come land. Grab some lunch, learn some tools, connect with each other. Connection, human connection is huge. But there's this code of silence for them. If you don't talk about it, if you don't release it, if you don't work it out, it's going to bleed out somewhere, whether it's at work.
Oh, it will.
At
your
home.
Relationships,
Relationships
with your
are
children,
a big one.
even the neighbors. Oh, yeah.
Relationships are a big one. Complex post-traumatic stress disorder is different than PTSD. PTSD is event-based. Complex post-traumatic stress disorder is chronic over time, and a lot of times it does have to do with interpersonal relationships, having those toxic relationships. So if you have a toxic work environment and you're bringing it home, you're going to have a toxic relationship. So
it will follow you.
You're going to be in chaos. That's why the program is called C.A.L.M. Healing doesn't happen in the chaos. It begins in calm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's how you put all those words together.
Yeah.
You did good.
Thank you.
You did.
Thank you.
Lisa, we're going to take a real quick break.
All right.
And folks, we will be right back. One of our great community partners is Logo Surfing Promotional Items and Apparel, your local supplier of all things branded. Contact Logo Surfing today to access the largest selections of affordable promotional products and custom apparel. Haruko and her team can provide the swag you need. T-shirts, hats, drinkware, writing instruments, banners, and much, much more. Visit logosurfing.com. That's logosurfing.com. Find the right promotional items for you. And while you're at it, visit our new website, negabrx.com, to see all our great community partners. Lisa, you still there?
I'm here.
There you are.
Woohoo.
What were we talking about? We're talking about trauma. Being a trauma-informed coach.
Right on.
And all the inner workings and just trying to make yourself healthier.
Yeah.
And mental leads to physical, and I guess vice versa.
Yeah. We keep it simple. My goal for people is just for them to feel a little bit better more consistently throughout their day. That's it.
A little bit at a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it pays off in the end.
It does.
No,
it does.
I'm with you on that.
Because you have to change these things one thought at a time.
Yeah.
It's one thought at a time. I wish I could say it was faster. What I do love about what I've created is it took me 10 years to get here, and I don't want it to take 10 years for other people. It was a long road, and it was a hard road. And there's a better way. There's a faster way. We laugh. We have a good time. Healing doesn't have to be a trudge. And we get people back up on their feet and send them on their way so they can go tackle their mission and purpose in life.
I'm with you. Now, you've got some certifications, though.
I do.
You're very modest. Of course, I stalked you. I did. The certifications you have are very impressive.
Thank you, sir.
I don't really know what I'm talking about. So if I'm impressed, they got to be pretty good. I'm serious. You hold some certifications.
I do. You
got to tell the folks. Now I teased them.
I hold a lot of certifications. I'm a QHHT practitioner level 2, which is quantum healing hypnosis. Guys, if you're in the area, I have a beautiful studio in downtown Commerce. Come see me. Those sessions must take place in person. I'm also registered with the International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine as a holistic therapist.
They don't give that one away.
No, it took 2 years to earn both of those certifications. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I checked you out. I did.
Yeah.
I can't let just anyone come in here. You do hypnosis. You are a therapist.
Yes. Yes.
No mind games with me now.
I won't make
just-
you
I'm
click
just-
like a chicken, I promise.
I don't know if it gets downloads, Lisa. Let's go for it.
But QHHD, I'm telling you, folks, it is trippy cool work. Come see me. Those sessions must take place in person. It takes 4 to 6 hours to complete.
Wow.
But we can get total body healing, mind, body, spirit healing, and some amazing information comes out for yourself out of these sessions. You know, Tom, most of my work is about self. It's about putting self first to pour from an overflowing cup. When we're serving others from a place of exhaust, they're not getting 100% of us, and we're
Right.
going to end up burnt out, right?
Is that easy to do?
It happens fast.
Burnout?
Burnout can happen fast.
I hear people pleasing, something like that, coming down the hall. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People pleasing can burn you out really fast.
Wore yourself out.
People pleasing is actually the fawn trauma response. There are 4 trauma responses: fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. Fawning is people pleasing. I'll give you a simple example. Before I started doing this work, if I went to cancel a doctor's appointment, okay, and they're charging me a fee, say it's not within the 24 hours and they charge me the $50, I would feel like I'd have to explain every reason why. Daughter, car, whatever, long texts. And now it's just, I'm canceling my doctor's appointment. You guys are keeping the cash, so I don't owe you an explanation. There's no explanation. There's no over-explaining. No is a complete sentence. My boundaries are solid now. That's a big deal. People-pleasing, recovering people-pleasers have to work on boundaries. Mm-hmm. Boundaries create better emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical health. Saying the word no.
I was about to, yeah, you read my mind. See, no. Seriously, I was about to say.
I'm good at what I do.
Being able to say the word no.
Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah, and we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard for some people.
And some people don't want to upset somebody.
Exactly.
And that's part of people pleasing, right?
Yep. Avoiding conflict at all costs.
But sometimes when you kick something down the road, it just grows and gets worse. Mm-hmm. If you
and you feel worse.
Yeah, exactly. If you just said no up front.
Yeah.
I hate to say string someone along. I'm a straight shooter.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to upset somebody, but here are the facts. Here's how it lies. Break it to you easy.
Yeah.
Don't try to hurt your feelings, but this is where we're at.
Yeah.
Some people can't do that.
Yeah. When I work with clients, sometimes what I'll coach them to say is the first answer is, let me think about that.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So that buys them some time
to
determine if it's something they really want to commit to, and it doesn't feel like it's, too much, but, let me think about that. I'll get back to you. But these are skills, Tom, that some of us don't have and aren't taught and need to be taught. Emotional intelligence is a skill.
Oh, yeah.
And studies in science now show that EI, emotional intelligence, is a better indicator of happiness in life than is IQ. And I believe that's because emotional intelligence has to do with our relationships.
Oh, absolutely it does.
And if our relationships are not reciprocal, if we're not giving what we're getting, then we're missing out.
Mm-hmm. I'm a big believer in environment. And I don't mean the ozone is falling apart. I mean who you grow up around and the influences, good and bad.
Yeah. You become like the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Really?
Yep.
I don't really spend time with 5 people.
And if you're the smartest person in your group, get a different group.
I'm never. And that's no, I've heard that before. I'm never the smartest. I just talk the best.
I've got some smart people. I've got some successful people in my group. So
someone who is a people pleaser, they don't want to say no. They don't want to upset anybody. What's something they can do like today? I don't want to give the secrets away.
Start small.
Yeah.
Start small
Yeah.
with a simple no. The I don't want to go to the store right now.
I'm not going.
Right. I don't feel like it. Something small.
I got
Start
you.
small.
I got you.
No, I don't feel like cooking dinner for you tonight. You'll have to order out or take care of yourself.
I hear you.
No, I don't feel like buying that for you right now. Maybe later.
Maybe later.
We've got to start small with all of this, baby steps.
Yeah. One of the big reasons I got you in here, you got something coming up.
Yes, I do. I'm so stoked about it.
The Honor and Healing Wellness Workshop.
Yes.
I got that in.
You got that in.
Yay. Recently, the venue has been relocated.
We have relocated
which
it.
I applaud you quickly for, but that's a whole different thing. Tell me about the workshop.
All right. The workshop is a wellness workshop for women in the helping professions. And that includes anyone, nurses, doctors, EMTs, firefighters, police officers, medical health professionals, therapists, anybody who wants to come to get some healing on. It's happening June 14th, which is actually Flag Day. And it is now at the Historic Jackson County Courthouse on Washington Street. And that is such a beautiful place to hold a workshop. We're going to be doing classes on mindfulness, mental fitness, work-life balance, and emotional intelligence for releasing trauma. And we're feeding people too.
Nice. Healthy food, of course.
Healthy food, yes.
Nice.
Yes.
It's at the courthouse right here in town in Jefferson.
Yeah.
Great venue.
Oh, it's beautiful there.
Great. Yeah. You're going to be happy that you moved it.
Yes.
Just saying. You probably already are.
Yes. Thrilled.
All-day event?
It runs from 11:30 to 2:30, so you're only looking at 3 hours of your time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And what is the goal of this?
The goal, okay, when people leave here, they're going to have a reset. They're going to have some new connections.
In 3 hours. Is that possible?
Absolutely.
Is it really?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm not doubting you. This is new territory for me, and I can't go. I did offer to wear a wig. But,
We might recognize you.
Yeah, you probably would.
We might recognize
Just don't say a word, Tom. Well, that's impossible.
Yes, sir. You can get a nervous system reset in a matter of 5 minutes.
Really?
Yes. Yes. You can reset your vagus nerve with some eye movement, body movement, some sound therapy, some visualization, and some breathing in 5 minutes' time.
Well, breathing is important.
Yeah. We forget to breathe, trauma thrivers.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. When you're in the voice world, that's the first thing they teach you.
Yeah, I've got a huge talk that I'm giving tomorrow, and one of the pieces of the talk, it's on heart-centered sales for coaches. It's HEARD is the acronym, but the D is divide your energy. Always have 20% of your energy on your breath, no matter what you're doing.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, think about it. How great is it, though?
Makes sense.
It keeps you breathing.
Well, that too.
Yeah, and keeps you focused on your breath. Divide your attention, 80% on what you're doing, 20% on your breath, and it keeps you a little more regulated. Emotional stability and regulation is what we're looking for, so we can make decisions from a clear state of mind.
Gotcha.
That's the ultimate goal. So we can make wise mind action decisions, right? Wise decisions.
Clear mind.
With a clear mind.
Yeah.
Get out of the toxic relationship. Say no to the red flags. Choose this over that. Make the smart choices. Because it's the choices that make up our life.
Or the future of your life. Mm-hmm. Or, in some bad cases, not the future of your life.
Yeah, and the things you miss out on.
Exactly.
And I want people to start saying soul yeses, too. So many trauma thrivers have shut down, given up, lost their sense of self. So we help them rediscover themselves, but then we help them uncover their passion project, whether it's a book, whether it's a business, whether it's an art installation, whatever it is, we go for it and we go big. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this event and giving people a safe place to explore what's really holding them back.
Now, June 14th.
11:30 to 2:30, and lunch will be served. To find it, it's on Eventbrite.com.
Okay.
You can find tickets on Eventbrite.com. You're just going to look up Honor and Healing 2025, and the ticket prices are $50. And any proceeds go to the Mental Health Task Force of Jefferson.
Oh, bless you for that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Folks, there will be a link on the show page to that event that you can click on. Lisa, how do the folks get a hold of you?
Well, it's easy peasy. You go to justchoosecalm.com, and if you're starting your healing journey and wanting to know where to start, stop blaming yourself and start getting curious about your healing. It's just showing you that something needs deeper attention. And go to my website, book a breakthrough call with me, and we'll look at what's holding you back and get you moving forward once and for all.
Nice. Thank you for coming in today.
Right on. Thanks for having me.
This was good. They're going to play music, and then I have to wrap up, and producer types. You never know. Lisa, thank you. Seriously.
Thank you,
and
sir.
Good luck on the 14th.
All right. We're excited.
Folks, go to justchoosecalm.com, see what Lisa's up to, and check out her event on June 14th at the Historic Courthouse, and you'll find a link on our show page. I'm Tom Sheldon. We'll talk to you soon.